Good morning, everybody. It's another episode of the UGAsports.com Quick Take. I am your host, Jason Butt. And, this is the quick take. It is not the hot take, but this kind of falls into that maybe. We'll see. We'll see what you guys have to think. Okay, running game. Shined 292 yards last week against Auburn. Tremendous. Got a lot of great output from, Kenny McIntosh did his thing again. More so Dejan Edwards, he went off. Kendall Milton got hurt. But then there was the freshman. There was Branson Robinson, number 22, looking like number 27 out there. And I have to say, it's time for Branson Robinson to be the guy in this rushing attack. Now, here's the thing. He probably won't, and that's just because of the way they do this rotation. It's a four-man committee, really a three-man committee, and that's kind of how they did it last year. And Dejan Edwards was the fourth guy or fifth guy, and got the cleanup time at the end of the game. Yeah, really, it was more of a four-man rotation last year. This year, it's really been a three-man rotation with Kendall Milton, Kenny McIntosh, and Dejan Edwards, and then Branson Robinson's gotten here and there. Kendall Milton went down with the groin injury early, and you saw Branson Robinson get in probably a little earlier than expected. And on his first carry, my gosh, the patience and the vision. So when I'm looking at a running back, and I want to preface this by, by no means am I some expert on football. I'm not Brent Rollins. I'm not that guy in terms of breaking down film, studying this and that. But when there are certain traits, just basic traits when you look at players and running back in particular, the thing that always has impressed me is patience and vision. And it's just because some guys have a knack for it. In the NFL right now, I've been big on Ramondre Stevenson for these past 2 years. And I think there was a clip Brian Baldinger had that kind of going over the Patriots win, and most of it had to do with Ramondre and hitting the plays he made. And it's the thing that separates Ramondre from other young backs to me in the NFL is he'll see a hole open, and a lot of running backs will just take that hole and go, and you'll get 3, 4, 5 yards. It opens, but in the NFL, it closes quick. Ramondre goes, he hits it, but he can see and he can have the feel to then have to cut and find the next lane, so to speak. There's a certain just uncanny ability for certain backs to have. They could see it all play out. It's almost like an art, It's almost like they just have this unbelievable ability to see everything play out as it's playing out or even before it's playing out. Ramondre Stevenson can do that. Branson Robinson, against Auburn, that was the vibe I was getting big Ramondre Stevenson vibes. I'm with Kirby, though. I know that he got a question in yesterday's presser about comparing players. I think somebody wanted to compare him to Thomas Brown, and Kirby wasn't. It was like, no, he's Branson Robinson. I am in agreement with that, honestly. I think it's easy. It's easy to want to compare and say he's like this guy, he's like this guy. I think you can say, okay, he has traits like this guy, but Branson Robinson and Ramondre Stevenson, for instance, they're their own players. But the thing about Branson Robinson, this is obviously Georgia. Let's stick with him. I just use Ramondre as an example. As for vision, physicality, catch out of the backfield, all those things. That's why he's such a good back in the NFL, and will be. Branson Robinson, that first run, he's going there's not really a hole open yet, and he just waits and he waits. It was almost Le'Veon Bell-esque in Le'Veon Bell when he was in his prime, where he's just patiently waiting. It opens up, and boom, this guy hits it. And I was watching the game. My wife was with me watching, and she was just like, "Is this being sped up?" Because Branson Robinson, it's not like he's more known for being the big bruiser. He's not known for the 40 time. I think his 100-yard dash time. My wife actually looked it up, and I think it was in the 11s. So it's not like he was track speed, but I there's track speed, there's football speed, and that guy just took off, just flying down the left sideline. And you're sitting there watching, going, "Oh man, like there's not many backs who can do that. Who wait and wait. A lot of guys that are impatient. They want to hit the hole. They want to do what they can. And in this case, the hole wasn't there, so maybe bounce it outside. But you bounce it outside, you have a defender who can make the play. The blocks hadn't happened yet. It just hadn't set up the way that Branson was seeing it set up in real time. His second run, similar situation, takes that for a big gain. And then in the fourth quarter, Auburn's defense is worn down. The problem Auburn has is their offense is so bad. And then especially when you play an elite defense like Georgia, if you have an offense that is that bad, your defense is on the field for so many more plays. And they were just worn down by the end of the game. And then you bring in this guy, and he is just pummeling. Branson Robinson is pummeling these dudes. And, he ends up, he had the long run at the end too. He ends up with, 12 carries, 98 yards. He had the touchdown in the fourth quarter as well. Helped Georgia get that cover. So thank you, Branson, on that note. Made your boy some money over here. But he looks, the eye test is real, and the eye test should be a big component when it comes to these decisions. And the thing with Georgia, though, is they are bent on this running back rotation. I'm not one, I definitely used to be. The older I get, the less inclined I am to question winning coaches. When a formula is working and you're winning and you win a national championship with this particular formula, it's really, really, really hard to say, well, it's stupid, it's not working and whatnot. That said, I will say kudos to Georgia for doing its thing with the running back rotation. They rotate guys in play-by-play basis. They keep winning games. They went 14-1 last year, national title. They're 6-0 this year. That's good for them. I do wish personally, just me, so, take it for everyone's entitled to an opinion, right? This is apparently the hot take episode of the quick take. I do wish or that Kirby and Dell McGee and Todd Monken would really consider letting, one of these running backs, particularly in my opinion, Branson Robinson, especially when he's getting going, when one of these guys is getting going, like keep him in the game, let him have a chance to go back to back on some runs. Running back is such a rhythm position. And to me, that's part of what's been lost a little bit on offense. Georgia has slowly, since the Chubb Michelle time and DeAndre Swift for that matter, the year after, they just haven't put up the kind of production. And you wonder, part of it has to be to keep guys happy, get them playing time. I get it. But, it is a team game at the end of the day, and the best player should be on the field at all times. They do have 4 good running backs. And I don't mean this. The thing about their position group right now is I'm sitting here saying Branson Robinson is probably the best running back based on what we've seen so far, the best pure running back, in terms of carrying the ball on this roster at the present time. And that, to me, takes nothing away from Kenny McIntosh and the fact that Kenny McIntosh is a great runner in his own right. And then the thing is, he is explosive as a receiver and is being counted on in a tremendous way in the passing game and has been so far this year. Kendall Milton's a big running back who can carry the load if needed. And, he's had some issues. He had the fumble 2 games ago, but, he's impressed at times. And then obviously Dejan Edwards, a smaller guy. And the thing about him is he might be smaller. He kind of, not to compare, but it's just that you go back to the 2000s in terms of, Mike Hart was that. And really, side note, I hope Mike Hart's doing okay. I saw that he collapsed on the sideline. He's a Michigan running backs coach now, but when he was playing for Michigan, he was that guy, just a small guy who just seemed to always make piles move and make and break tackles and keep the legs moving. And that's Dejan Edwards right now. Not a big guy, but man, he's got good instincts. And he's, moving the piles and having the linemen push him and get extra yardage. That's tremendous. That's huge. So you've got 4 really good running backs. And I'm still saying Branson Robinson is the guy that should be leading the backfield. I mean, he's a cut above these other guys in terms of just sheer talent. Now, that's what I think. I do not anticipate that happening whatsoever. I wouldn't be surprised if the season goes on if Branson ends up being the first back in the game here and there. But I fully do anticipate that they will continue the rotation and they'll keep going in guys play by play. Sometimes the guys stay in for 2 to 3, then they'll come out and they'll just rotate guys. That is Georgia's philosophy. They've been doing this for a few years now. I don't anticipate them changing it. Now, Kendall Milton getting hurt, we'll see how long he's out for. They're going to probably be pretty guarded about that, whether the groin injury is too serious or not. But if he is out for some time, that is an extra opportunity for Branson to get more touches and more carries. But y'all saw it. I saw it. He's that guy. He is the real deal. I think the Auburn game finally. Brent Rollins, our guy at UJSports.com, mentioned him a little earlier as a film guru, and he has been on this bandwagon for a little bit now. I just remember on one of the post game overreaction shows, he was like, "Yeah, this guy needs to play more." And I think to me, the Auburn game proved, yes, he needs to be the guy in that backfield. I say that. I don't think it's going to happen, though. And I will close it on that note as we could all go about our Tuesdays. And hopefully everybody's doing well out there. And, and if you're watching this and if you can, please like, subscribe, share, all that good stuff. Send this to your friend. If your friend likes Georgia football and is a big, Branson Robinson supporter like I am, as of the Auburn game, thinking, okay, yeah, this guy's got to be the bell cow or the lead back now. With a good supporting cast, these are all really good running backs. I want to make that clear. All really good running backs. Branson Robinson, though, just jumped to the top, in my opinion. And so. With that in mind, I will let you all go. Thank you so much for tuning in. Join the dog vent at UJSports.com if you haven't yet. Best group, best message board of Georgia football, Georgia sports, and the entire internet. So do that. Y'all have been awesome. Thank you so much. Y'all have been fantastic. And I've been Jason Butt. Take care.